Hey, we always live Elvis.
Memphis Mafia kid,
And Teresa.
and we are we're still alive. We're here.
Oh my gosh.
Hope
Yeah.
all y'all's doing good. And looky here, y'all. I get this one done. That's 3 out of 4. I'm on a roll. Real quick, got some prayers for Sherry Baker. Our prayers are with you, girl, and everything's gonna be fine. We know that, so you know it too, and hang in there. Also, a couple quick shout outs: Sonia Ritchie and Amy Brennan. We appreciate y'all watching and supporting us. A little shout out to y'all, and we love you. And Teresa has got a bunch of
I
birthdays.
have birthdays. First, let me say though, if you have a February birthday, wait till our first February video and then request a shout out under that, okay?
Yeah, too late.
Because we've been getting some February ones and it's a little too soon. I'm trying
Too late. Hey, look.
Just do it again
I'm
under
the one,
February.
y'all. Y'all know I'm just a poor country boy. I mean, and it was just something else for me. I seen all these February, so please, in a nice way, because we really don't want to miss anybody if we don't have to. So, like Teresa said, starting February 1st or whenever we put our first February video out,
Then comment your birthday.
y'all send them to us, and
Yeah.
we'll do birthdays for the whole month. You know, we got several coming up right off the bat. Lisa's and Joey's is right there at the very beginning of February, so we're gonna get theirs too. So
Okay. Happy birthday to Elvis Fan 6, Martha Doctor, Terry Adams Jr., Diana Fry, Sandra Cuevas, Ivana Jurek, Nikki, and Billy, who is 5 years old.
happy birthday, all! And once again, y'all, each and every one of you matter to us. But Billy, at 5 years old, big Elvis fan and never ceases to amaze me. He is going to be the one of many that's going to carry Elvis way on into the future. And we appreciate you, little guy.
Yeah. Okay, you ready to start questions?
Yeah, I guess we will.
Okay, the first one is from Crystal Wig. If Elvis had lived, do you think you would still went into the military?
No. If I've thought about that so many times and still do. If Elvis would have lived, like I've told y'all, there's no doubt what I would have been there, going on tour, doing whatever he needed me to do, being with him, being with all the guys, being one of the guys, and it's funny because that's great and what I wanted, but I sit and think, well, if things hadn't happened, the way they did, then I wouldn't have today. I wouldn't have kids. I wouldn't have Teresa. So I think y'all know what I'm saying, man. If I could have had that, and then still in that life path of having those things too, all blended into one, then I would have probably had the most perfect ultimate life. I mean, don't get me wrong, I had a great life, but that would have, if things could have just all tied in, which we all know can't, just throwing it out there. But there, like I said, there's so many things that would have been different, and who knows? I mean, on that path, it was a fast path. I lived part of it up to a teenager, and then didn't even get into the big part of it. So I mean, who knows? What might have happened or what would have been, but I would have loved to found out.
Okay, the next one is from Grace Magini. When you speak of Priscilla, why do you have a negative spin about her?
Do I?
I think you're just telling it like it is, and
No,
people don't like how it is.
Y'all, like I said before, I'm going to speak what I feel, my opinion. what I see, what I know. And the answer there is probably the same as a lot of y'all out there do. I mean, we all, you know, things could have been different. And, she made them that way. We didn't. And like I've talked about in the past, things, could have done that, none of us can get back now. And y'all have heard me say, we had such a fantastic time, as children and growing in, teenager and I would have liked to have seen, growing into, young adult with Lisa and then growing into an adult and our families, and I think about that a lot and see what, see what would come about there. But, if I do, like I said, I personally don't, I don't have anything against Priscilla. She was a part of my life and she was always good to me. I just don't see eye to eye. And, there's things that were made the way they were, that didn't have to be. Let's just put it that way, plain and simple.
Okay. Big Bird, how do you make a peanut butter and banana sandwich?
Well, you, ask Mama, because Mama's always made it. I've never made it. I've just eaten it.
I'm going to try to tag her the video where she shows you how to do it. Yes. We did it early when we first started the channel. I'm going to see if I can put it at the back of the video that you can link over to it. If not, it's one of our first videos.
And you can't miss it because it says that on there. It's actually me and Mama.
Yep.
And that's what the video is about. From
step by step, she shows you
from beginning to end of making a fried peanut butter and banana sandwich. So,
I think I can get it on the video, but if not, just go under Memphis Mafia Kid videos and it'll be there.
I think I'm getting hungry, and she just fixed me one last time we was
you
up
just
there.
had one.
Ooh, I could eat another one.
RCC 1962. What did it look like around Graceland back then? When you lived there.
Well, there was grass, trees, road. No, I'm just picking a job.
Well, not as much traffic.
Back then, it was, and I'm gonna go further, but it was a whole lot different than it was today. That area was a safe place. That area was a nice place during that time. And I won't say we run wild, but you didn't have the worries that you have. I mean, kids could not do what we did during that time. But to give you an example, it was like any parts of the city, but across the street, there were shops, several restaurants at one time, a big fancy steakhouse restaurant across the street, and just different shops in and out. I remember, and I think there was a little vacuum cleaner shop, and just little places like that, a little store. It was a barbecue place, which ended up later becoming the well-known Hickory Log, which was basically a barbecue burger place that was across the street, and the people that owned that was great friends of ours too, and they were really good people. But it was just
was the road as wide as it is now, allowing for so many lanes of traffic, or was it like a two-way, or do you remember?
No, I mean, don't go to thumping me now, because on roads and that kind of stuff, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, was a little narrower then. It's been
not as much traffic though. Like
right there by Graceland has been, I think, widened since then. Yeah. Don't quote me on it, because
I just didn't figure there'd be so much.
I was busy doing stuff that I wasn't paying attention to how wide a road was,
you were out riding on it, follling Elvis.
Or and I wasn't paying no damn attention to the road. I can promise you.
Okay.
But no, it was a much safer place, and not to just saying that it's bad, but while we're on the subject, y'all, when you visit, and it's like a lot of places. Any place you go in this country, they've got bad spots and all. And over the years, as big as Elvis is, and the attraction of Graceland and all that, your thugs and all know it, and they know the time of year that that people, and they have, I'm sure, have people that watch. So what I'm trying to say is y'all be safe, and it's better to be in at least pairs and really 4 to 6 to 8, 10 people groups.
Don't walk the road
nowadays. Like I said, back then, people, young girls and all. I mean, the gates were open. People, they walked Elvis Presley Boulevard. They sat down at the gate. They left, got in their car, and you didn't have to worry. Did we have crime? Sure, but nothing nowhere near what it was today. So, hope that answered your question.
This is from Swiss Miss. Gladys always looks sad in pictures. Do you think Elvis's success worried her?
I think, yes, she was definitely worried. I mean, any mother's worried about their child, and they were close. However, on the Smith side of the family, I've had people say that about my granddaddy, my Aunt Gladys, me. We tend to have that.
You have the puppy dog eyes.
Okay, there you go.
So
And even in school, that's what a lot of the girls would say. Puppy dog eye or bull. They, a lot of them call me bulldog, and that's what they say, because you got those, that sad look when you that's why you see Lisa. Look at Lisa. Some people have said that Lisa looks so. But
I'm sure she was worried about it. I mean, what
mother? What
mother wouldn't be?
I'm not saying that at all. Like I said,
his quick rise
sure
to
she
fame,
was, and on top of it, and then all she went through, she was very worried about him. But I think a lot of the look too is that look is just on the Smith side, and what can I say? We just look sad. So.
They try to use it to their advantage too. It don't work anymore.
I have never used that on
Poor
her.
pitiful me.
Well, maybe once you try.
Yeah. Okay, this is from Killer Whale. Do you think Lisa haunts Graceland?
Who killed a whale?
That's their name, Killer Whale.
I was just kidding. I don't think haunt's the word. I know what you're talking about. I definitely believe that her presence is up there. Is going to, especially when I go. I know the times that I was back at Graceland. Every time I could feel Elvis's, as we talked about. It's just something about it. A lot of y'all say that too. So yeah, I mean her presence is going to be strong, and it's going to be there. At least as far as I'm concerned, it's just hers, Elvis's. At times there's probably even Uncle Vernon's, but more so Elvis and Lisa than.
Well, it was their home,
right?
And they're also buried there,
right? So. And it's I think that's going to always be.
Yeah. So. Okay, this is from David Downing. Did Elvis have to sell Graceland in the later years?
No. Elvis, like I said, and I can only speak, but for what I know, and all of y'all too, this has come up several times, this and that, or he might sell it, or he would have never gotten rid of Graceland. No matter what. One, he loved it. That was Lisa's home.
It had been his mama's home.
Yes, and you just took the words right over. And the main thing is, that was something that he was very, very proud of, that he got for his mother. And we all know the story of where they come from. And, you hear a lot of them go, oh, well, it's always, but that is true. I mean, we all know it. They were poor. And can you only imagine what he felt and what she felt when he purchased that home?
Yeah.
So y'all, it meant everything in the world to him. Like I said, you know, uh, I don't ever see it. I think he would, you know, would have kept it just like he did until the end. However, that would have been.
Okay, Tyler Shorts wants to know, Danny, what is your favorite sport?
Football. What'd you say?
Of course.
Yeah, I've always loved football, but you know, played a little football in school, and that's my number one sport. You know, everybody has their thing, and you know, there's other sports, you know, that I like, and other, you know, hobbies and things that I like to do. But as far as a sport, that's number one, and always will be.
And the last question is from Julie Burton. Do you have any other relatives that look like Elvis?
That is what. No, I'm just kidding. No, because you know, there's nobody. I mean, you know, there resemblances here and there, and even, you know, with, but I mean, you put Elvis Presley's face up, and there's only one Elvis Presley. I seen it the other day again. I've seen it many times in my life, but a comment that was just on our last videos that when God made Elvis, he made Elvis and then broke the mold.
His grandson looked a lot like him.
Yeah, he did.
That's
what I'm saying. Resemblance, and I know what you're talking about in the family. Yes, yeah. Ben looked, you know,
he did.
To me, as close as anybody in the family or anybody out there. You know, Lisa looks a lot like him, but Ben was spooky to me. I mean, when I first seen him, it was like
his appearance, how he looked.
Well, that's what I mean. It was like, oh my gosh, how, you know, wow, you know, you could tell. Yeah. But no, you know, on the rest of the family, no, we all just kind of look like the same old hillbillies we always look like. I do look like my daddy. But yeah, that's that. Was that all of them?
Well, yeah, it was the last question.
Last question?
That's what I said.
Y'all, they go by so quick. Makes me sad. But y'all, we appreciate it. Y'all send us in a bunch. Send us some more, and don't forget, like, you know, I know it sounds like a broken record, but hit that like button. Definitely subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. Like I said, we're going to be almost midweek tomorrow, Wednesday, hump day, and fixing to creep into February. So, wow. Y'all, this year's starting out all right, even though we've had the creepy crud, and I've still got good feelings in my heart. This is going to be a good year for all of us. So, y'all hang in there. Take care. Go to work. Have fun. Do all your stuff. And we'll see you next video. Remember, we always live Elvis.